Welcome back to the Red SS channel. I'm gonna winter prep the Chevy SS today. For example, I have the Swirl Killer, the 50mm long throw polisher. I'm gonna try their one-step polish. It's in the car right now. I'm probably gonna start with a white pad because there's not a ton of scratches and swirls, but there is some. And if the results look good with just a white pad, I'll stick with that. Otherwise, if I want more cutting power and correcting, I got some orange pads. And I have this black one, probably just for maybe if I have time to do some wax. Let's get started. Off the towel, I have the Ultra Plush drying towel, which I haven't used yet. I have my Claim It. I'm gonna clay the car over the wash soap. Okay, so I was going to clay the car. I don't know yet. We're going to find out if I will. I have the Clay Mitt, And as you saw, I was running my fingers along a wet surface. I didn't feel any major contamination. The thing about claying is people think, you got to clay right before you polish. Most times you do, but depending on how you've been caring for it leading up to this point when you're about to apply sealant and with a polisher, and you want to correct some very light scratches and swirls, like I know that's on the car with the one-step polish from Adams Polishes, you may not need it. So I'm going to take the old-fashioned plastic baggie trick and rub my surface. If it really grabs onto it and I feel contaminants, then I will clay it. But this is a very aggressive, it's a little more aggressive than a typical clay bar, so I don't know if I want to knock out, do this to my paint right before making polishing a little bit more work, possibly, when I really might be overkill. So let me try this. I'm going to dry a surface area of the car's paint, a couple of areas, different panels, and we'll see how it feels. So the way that I'm going to do this, I'm going to lubricate the surface with just soap, water, and clay the area that I get wet. You need to keep the surface lubricated, and one of the easiest ways to do that is, if you're not using a detail spray, you can use soap water for my purposes. Now that the car is washed, clayed, and dried, let's take a look at the marks. Don't know if you can see it, but there's definitely swirl marks, light scratches, put there by me over the last, 3-4 months, wiping it down with detail spray, etc., etc. Now, it's not bad. Definitely easy correction. What we'll be using today is the one-step polish, and then the paint sealant. I'll use Adams detail spray for the pads, the polishing pads as well. Again, I'm gonna start with the white pad and the one-step polish, just to see if I can get enough correction with that. I'm not looking for perfection because it's gonna be a winter very soon. That's the whole purpose of this detail, and I'm gonna probably put some scratches and swirls anyway during the winter time, so I'm going to do a better correction in the spring. But for now, just to get it sealed with the Adams paint sealant, I'm going to get started with a one-step polish with a white pad. I'll use a detail spray to prime my pad as well. I'm going to take my swirl killer by Adams polishes. I'm going to take one-step polish, give it a bit of a shake. Do about 3 dots for now. Let's prime it. One squirt. Let's get swirl killing. see how it looks. Wow. So I just got done using the orange pad. Let's see how it looks. See it, but I would say the orange pad, as being a little bit more aggressive, polishes out more swirls and scratches than the white pad, but that's expected. So I will probably do the orange pad. So I didn't get a chance to show the final result because I was running late. It took me a few hours to get this done. But here's the result with a one-step polish from Adams and the paint sealant, of course, and the swirl killer. Looks like I need to get some of this residue off, but that's easy to do for me at least. So overall, happy with the results. Looks pretty good. Alright, so I finished detailing the car for the winter time. The steps I did was a 2-bucket hand wash as usual, and then I dried it, and then I soaped it up again, and I used the Adams clay mitt to remove any decontamination, to remove any contaminations off the paint that's still there after a wash. So after the hand wash, the polishing, I went ahead and applied the paint sealant, and I just buffed it off. Pretty simple, using a plush towel from Adams. So I hope you liked this video and got to learn a little bit how I like to do my car care. Some people, well, my wife will say I have OCD, obsessive car care disorder. But you car guys out there and girls know exactly what this is all about. So hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.